What's up? What's up? What's going on? What is going on? What's going on? What is going on? Hey everyone, what is going on? This is a stream, by the way. In case you didn't know, guys, this is a stream. Yep, that's what this is. This is a stream. This is as stream as it gets. This is the stream. It's as stream as it gets, and that's all there is to it. It is. This is a stream. That's, yeah. Yes. This is a stream. It's what this is. This is as stream as it gets. Whoo! Man, we got a stream going here. As stream as it gets. Does everybody else know how much this is a fucking stream? I hope you do. Because it is. It's a stream. That's what it is. You have no idea how much this is a stream. You really don't. You just don't get it. You don't get it. It's a stream. This is like as stream as it gets. It's total stream, nothing but stream, full on fucking stream. That's what this is. As stream as it gets. Oh yeah. Stream as it gets. Oh, yes. So, what I'd like to know is why the SUV that's behind this car is tailgating the car. That's what I'd like to know. Yeah, the car that's behind me, they're not tailgating me. The SUV that's behind them is tailgating the shit out of them. That's what I'd like to know. I'd like to know why. Yeah, he's kind of like going like this a little bit too. He's got a huge CB antenna and everything. How interesting. Why do people do that? Why do people get on the road just to swerve around and act like fools? Why is it every day? Why do I see it constantly? Yeah, he's just swerving around back there. Can you see him? I guess probably can't see him. He's like so close to this car behind me, and he's just swerving around all over the place. It's like some GMC or something. Yeah, that guy right there. All tinted windows. Yeah, he's like so close to that car. All tinted windows. He got this giant CB antenna. Probably thinks he's like he probably pretends to be a cop or something. Yeah, like that's really weird. I don't know what else to tell you guys, except that I'm already through there. So you missed me. So why is it that this is a stream? I don't know, but it just is. It's a stream. It's all kinds of stream, though. It is, in fact, a stream. That is what this is. It's all kinds of stream, and it's a stream as Let's get a 1 in the chat. There's literally nobody in here. YouTube's doing this. Yeah, they're just like, nah, he's not gonna have any. Or is it the state of Pennsylvania? If it's the state of Pennsylvania, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of the state of Pennsylvania. Because I should be allowed to have viewers in my stream. Yeah, that's fucked up. If I find out it's the state of Pennsylvania doing blocking whether or not I can live stream, you got another thing coming. You're not gonna stop me from live streaming. There are plenty of other people in Pennsylvania that live stream. So the question becomes, why would you hold me back? Yeah, I don't think that's who it is, but this is what we're talking about. You know, like just whoever has been sitting here doing this on purpose. Yeah, you're literally causing me to not have concurrent viewers. Yeah, you're just blocking the stream so people can't see it. So that's what I've basically, that's my take, is that whoever's been doing this, and they've been doing it for a while. They're blocking the stream so that more people can't see it. And if you know, like, that's the point, is if I do find out who actually has been doing that, they are responsible for you know, defamation, not growing, that sort of thing. Because that's the point, is you're just limiting the audience of who can see the stream on purpose. And so that obviously affects the growth of the channel, clearly. Can't expect the channel to grow when you intentionally not show it to a shitload of people. Yeah, what are you talking about? You can't grow the channel when you intentionally don't show it to a huge group of people. This is the point. So they basically just look at where my biggest demographic of audience is and don't show it to that group of people. That's what they're doing. They're just picking the largest demographic that I have and choosing not to show it to that group of people. That's called a scam. That's what YouTube is doing, or whoever's doing this. That's called, you are running a scam. And how many other content creators are they doing this to? That is the scam. And it's the scam of the century too, because how many people quit thinking that it's something that they're doing or something? It's not. It's YouTube. It's fucktube, ass tube, trash tube, bitch tube. It's what it is. They don't fix anything. They just sit there, expect you to smile. When you don't, they treat you like shit. Fuck with your streams. And yet they're the ones causing these problems because they're just really bad at managing their company. Terrible management on YouTube. Terrible. Terrible. And then we have all these people creating all these terms like shadow ban and shit like that. Really, they're just not showing, or they're just like, oh, let's let them get a demographic, a huge audience demographic. Okay, now we're gonna take that demographic and let them not see his content. Oh, it's blocked in your country, or it's blocked here. That's what they're doing. That is literally what they're doing. That's literally what they're doing. That's literally what they're doing. That's literally what they're doing. I forgot I was parking here. So I gotta back up again. It's the last second decision. Yeah, the point is that you can't count on essentially. No, there is no. Well, it just doesn't exist anymore. Trash. Trash tube. I love it how or something. The trash tube will send like 2 bots in and be like, oh, we'll send a couple of bots in and give them a like. Yeah, so whoever's doing this, what are you covering up for? Why are you not showing my stream to people? Yeah, like you're obviously covering up for something. That's the point. You cut like every time I say this, you come in, you send a few bots in. That's to make them happy. No, fuck you. Are you kidding me? I used to have streams with like 20 concurrents. You guys can't handle it. Everything must be woke. Everything must be canceled. The people in this fucking state actually do things because their feelings get hurt. You know, like official things. Yeah, it's true. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. This is just so dumb to have to essentially deal with. You know, the harassment that I've faced just because people come into my channel, watch my content, and they are the ones that are triggered. And they go around and try to do stuff to get you canceled or whatever. That's a terrorist. It's literally what it is. Anybody that like would actually come in and claim to be like offended by this, simply don't watch it. That's it. And if you are so fucking stupid that you're triggered by like the fact that I speak truth about politics and I'm accurate about what I say, then again, not my problem. Turn it off. Go watch your bullshit that's fed to you by Fox and Friends. Believe it. Vote for a dumbass that will ensue more chaos, and eventually we'll just go to war. Go ahead. Keep doing that shit. I don't care. Don't heed my warnings. Don't listen to the fucking how serious all of this is. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Yep, I guarantee it. And this is absurd. This is ridiculous. And again, if I find out that literally they're the reason for this, and I've gone through like health struggles and spent money, you know, essentially to deal with this, that's not okay. You know, that's not okay. Who's that person? I've never seen that person before. Who was that? I've never seen that person before. I've never seen that person before. Why did they just come down to my neighborhood? Very slowly turn around. Look at me. Right as I was... Yeah, that was sus. You're not gonna scope out my fucking... Hold on. That was sus as shit. Yeah, he slowed down, looked at my house. Beat ass car. I've never seen him before. Don't know who it is. I know everybody that comes down here. That was sus as fucking shit, man. He doesn't live here either. I don't know where he thinks he's gonna go. But if I see him again, he's gonna get me standing in front of his vehicle. That's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna get. And I'm just gonna stand right in front of his vehicle and ask him where he's coming from. He's nowhere around here either. Yet he literally circled around my neighborhood. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah. Why did he come down to a cul-de-sac, circle around, look at me, look at my house, and then leave the neighborhood? Why did he do that? Why do you think he did that? Yeah, why did he do that? And why do you think he did that? several. Yeah, that vehicle is nowhere to be found. Yeah, he didn't come out this way either. That's the other road. He didn't come out this way either. Yep. So essentially, he was probably watching the stream. Yeah, he was probably watching the stream. Kind of like in that last stream, we have people randomly showing up at the end to ask me if I was really a Sifu and stuff like that. I promise you, mark my words, if you think you're gonna come into my fucking house or even get close to it, I'll destroy you. Don't come on my fucking property. Mark my fucking words, bitch. Don't even fucking try it. You little bitch. You think you're gonna come down here to my neighborhood, turn around, look at... No. You little fucking bitch. Don't even fucking try it. Don't even fucking try it. Yeah, that was obvious. Very fucking obvious. If I see it again, I'm getting your plate number. Do not fucking come down in my neighborhood ever again. Just don't do it. If I see that car again, I'm getting your fucking plate number. There's not a single vehicle in this neighborhood that matches that description. Yeah. And then you start realizing just how fucking Jason Bourne I am. Okay? Don't fuck with me. I see a fucking car, I know if it belongs in this neighborhood or not. That fucking guy had no business being here. That was weird. Yeah, he didn't go down there either. I know what it was. I know what kind of SUV it was. I know what color and everything. Yeah. You just woke up from a nap. I just got home and then had some guy randomly turn around at my cul-de-sac trying to scope out my house. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If he thinks he's getting in here just because I leave the house, he's fucking stupid. So, first of all, if you break into my house, there's surveillance cameras connected to police servers. You're fucking stupid. Just throwing that out there. Yeah. Don't even come onto the property, idiot. Yep, that's right. We go through a certain service, yep, that uses body cams. Yep. So don't even fucking try it, bitch. Yeah, we'll get you recorded coming onto the property even a single time. You're done.
And you're not even from this country. You're literally just here. Probably with like a visa or something. And this is what you're doing. You're a scammer. Yeah, like you took a trip. You're triggered. So you took a trip. And you were wrong about some things. And if I catch you even if I catch you on my property, oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Yep. Don't even fucking just don't. Just don't. Idiot. What's up? I make pizza. Oh man. What a day. What a strange day. Hey guys. I'm here. I'm just I'm gonna make a pizza. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not stupid. To the person that's watching that just did that. Yeah, I'm not oblivious to what just happened. So. Hey 365. What's up? Hold on. You've been sleeping so much you don't know why. I don't sleep enough. Yeah, I haven't been getting much sleep myself lately. Put bacon on it? I don't have any. It's just cheese this time. I'm not a huge pepperoni person. Put bacon on it. I have something with time. No, it's all cheese. Maybe you guys can pick for me. Which one? Put spinach on it. I hate spinach on pizza. Which one? I had a ton of fruit earlier, so I'm good. Like I had all those strawberries earlier. Man, that's so good. Which one? Tony's? Red Baron. Tony's? Red Baron. Kind of leaning towards Tony's, to be honest with you. Tony's? Red Baron. Okay. Yeah, Red Baron tends to be just a little bit greasier. Tony's is really good, straight to the point. You ever had the Tiny Tony? It is tiny. But it's like $5. I remember when these were like $3. I think they're like $5 now. But that's still really cheap. Most frozen pizzas are more than that. I think this is like the cheapest one. But it's also, in my opinion, one of the best ones. I like this one. It's really good to just like eat by yourself. Because it is smaller. But yeah, I'll typically eat a whole pizza. If it's Tony's. Good though. Like the quality of the ingredients is definitely top notch because it doesn't get too greasy. But yeah, I'll eat it here. I'll eat it. I'm gonna take my wallet, and my keys, and my watch, and all that. I'm gonna put that safely where it belongs. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Sorry, guys. I'm here. I had to run outside, grab my energy drink anyway. But I'm here. We need a new filter. The inside light makes my raccoon eyes not so great. That's so much better. You just need to lighten it up. The terrible curse of having raccoon eyes, but then, well, like the raccoon eyes here, like the dark circles, but then having light colored eyes at the same time. You just see it. Everyone sees it. You just see it. Just make your eyes look certain. Just if I did this all the time, people be like, "Oh wow, you look normal." See how it just looks normal. I just did this just all the time. But you just didn't see that. You just didn't see that. See? Kind of looks normal, doesn't it? Yeah. That's the point. Like, as soon as you see that, it's like, oh, the darks. It's like, well, that's just how my eyes look. It's really not that dark. It's just like if you saw it in person, it's really not. It's not nearly as bad as it looks in contrast and like video and shit like that. It's literally how it happens. It's just the contrast of the light and stuff, the way it shadows. Because usually light's like coming from above, so like it casts that shadow from like my nose essentially. So you just see it even more. Yeah, because there's going to be a shadow there. I mean, if I had a tiny nose, it'd be one thing, but I really don't. Let's be honest, I don't. It's huge. I mean, I think it's the sort of thing where it's like, I have this giant nose. So at some point in time, somebody rationalized and went, "Is he Jewish? Is he? Nah, he doesn't look like it." No, I know. It's my extremities: nose, ears, fingers, toes. Just feet. Yeah. Huge. Enormous. Yeah, like basketball player size. And I'm not like I'm tall, but I'm not like I'd be a short NBA player. In the NBA, I'd be short. In college, I'd be average, fairly. No, I shouldn't say average. Low end average, probably college. But NBA, I'd be short. That's what it looks like. So, I'm gonna make pizza. The Rio Punch. The Rio Punch is awesome. I'm liking it. It is a juice. I think it's carbonated though. Tastes carbonated. Yeah. And I think we talked about that before. Just how like normally they're not carbonated except for the red one. I think the red one's carbonated. But this one is. Now normally I don't care for that. I would actually like it if they weren't carbonated. But you know what I really want? Here's what I want. And I think everybody else wants it too. I want one of these. I want an energy drink. But I want a company to do it right with cola flavor. That's what I want. I want to see a cola flavored energy drink, but it's actually good. That's what I want. I've been wanting this for. Do you know how many times I'm looking at the energy drinks and I'm like, oh, man, I'd really like something dark. You know, like a root beer or a cola or something like that. And every single one of them, just every single energy drink is light. It's literally light. Every single one. Let's make it light. What? And then, no. Well, hear me out. Then, one time a year, Monster does the ginger beer. It's like a ginger beer, right? And it sells out like freaking crazy. Like they can't even keep up with it. So the fact that they're doing that right tells me, like, I know that I think it was Pepsi. Somebody did a cola once, and it was just terrible. And they're like, oh, well, we're not doing it again. Or not. They couldn't possibly have accepted the fact that it just sucked. It was terrible. Nobody's gonna drink that. That's like thinking Diet Right is good. RC freaking cola. Stuff's terrible. I just like once in a while I can tolerate it, but it's just not good. So like if they did a cola energy drink and did it right, bam, freaking bam. No, and not Margera, just bam, like Emerald. Bam. Wipeout. To hit this. This counter is not bouncy. It has no bounce. That doesn't need it. Yeah. Can't get the bounce. No. Stop it. Stop it. Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Pizza Cutter. To explore all new pizzas that come in here. To cut them and give pieces to my belly. Okay. You guys can see yourselves. Look. And its bold new mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to frickin' boldly go no one has gone before. With Riker and Data and Worf. Captain needs to stay on the ship. Captain will argue, so Captain gets to go, and then Riker has to stay behind. That's the way it's going to work. So then we'll get Picard with us, and then we'll boldly go where nobody has gone before. No one. And then we'll just have the best team ever. Dream team. Well, this is 1701. It's not D, so it is technically first. But I like TNG. It's my second favorite show ever. Second favorite show. Second favorite show of all time. TNG. All time. Second favorite. TNG. Yeah, I mean, the sci-fi genre has some pretty good, really, really, really well-written stuff. This is incredible writers. I mean, it's really smart people. Yeah, I mean, like, these are people that are into science, you know? So, usually going to be very literate, good writers, you would think, you know. Pizza cutter sucks. It's hard to hold. It just looks cool. I wouldn't want to use it like to cut a bunch of pizzas or anything. I mean, it works. It does work. Oh man, that's good. That's good. Good stuff. It's a little hot, so I'm taking smaller bites. But I want to eat it like now. So you didn't see the stream earlier? Check it out. It goes through essentially like what we talked about with this channel being you know what it is, why it is what it is. But I can go through it quickly now. It's basically just a vlog channel, and I want to remind people that essentially what I'm doing with this channel is just what I'm doing. Sometimes it's literally just we're eating pizza and we're having a conversation, or sometimes it's going to be I'm streaming some games that I'm playing, and that'd be great if other people play them along with me, and that'd be awesome. I appreciate the fans and the supports, the mods, all you guys that follow in some aspect. Whether, like I said, it's be a mod, a full-on fan, or just a supporter, just somebody supporting the channel, even silently. I appreciate all of you. So but like that is the focus essentially. It's just that's why we call it Sifu Smith, and believe it or not, that is even why I sort of did the Does Life thing for a little bit, because I just thought it fit with what we were doing too. But essentially kind of like an I get it sort of thing, like it was like the walking streams that he does and stuff like that. It's just my whole message behind that was just I hope that there's just a little bit more content value with like some of the stuff that he does, because like a lot of times I'll just see like just complaining about chat and stuff, and I get it because it does get out of hand sometimes, but like but yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. But I didn't want to like get on that topic. So anyway, it's really just a vlog channel, and again, just like before when I started, we did it to support the business that I owned and was the head instructor of. and you know, I had some content on the channel that I did for that to promote that and stuff like that too. But so yeah, some of the earliest content on this channel is me doing martial arts at my school that I owned, and also here too a little bit, just making some stuff here and there. But um, then it branched off into the fact that, you know, essentially I'm somebody that does like heavy metal and K-pop, and not a lot of people do. And so I well, at least admitted it, and that was always my thing, was that my niche was just that I'm gonna be that guy that just admits to this stuff. I like Nickelback. I like Creed. What the hell is, well, what's wrong with Creed? Yeah, like there's literally nothing wrong with these bands. And just like there's nothing wrong with K-pop. Now I understand, like, if you want to artistically say, like, all right, if they throw a bunch of auto tune on it, I don't want to listen to it because that's no talent, overproduced crap. That I completely understand. I relate to that. Like, if you even need auto tune, like some of these guys need auto tune just to rap anymore. That's no talent, man. If you need auto tune to rap, you got nothing. Just give up or whatever you got to do. But a lot of these guys, that's not the case. They just use it for the sound of it, and they're really are musicians and stuff like that. So, and the music does speak to me a lot of times, and it comes from roots of stuff I've heard before. A lot of it, believe it or not, stems from stuff like Linkin Park. Like a lot of these guys are influenced by stuff like that. You don't consider that, you know. So so like you start listening to it, and it's really good stuff, and it's actually decent music a lot of times. So that's why I was able to like just sort of kind of do that and make that my thing, because like I was able to react and just kind of, you know, basically admit, you know, yeah, I have liked this K-pop group named Super Junior, and they've been around for a long time anyway, and I've liked them for a long time. And I was able to just talk about it and talk about, you know, being a fan and supporting them and stuff like that, and the fan base appreciated it, because like it's the sort of thing where like a lot of guys really don't know how to feel about that stuff, because I think it's just like the sort of thing where you grow up being taught that like things like that, you know, that look like guys that appear a certain way, oh, that makes us uncomfortable, and we can't like those things, you know, like sort of like I said in an earlier stream about, you know, admitting that, you know, it's okay if a guy likes pink or purple or something like that, and it has absolutely zero to do with his sexual orientation. It's nothing to do with anything. It's literally just a freaking color. Well, it's the same thing. And basically, I wanted to sort of kind of be that guy where I just reacting to stuff and just sit here and tell you also that I could sit here and listen to Slipknot and Killswitch Engage, and I actually like these bands, sincerely. And that's the whole point, is I think you guys kind of, you know, see that now. You know, I really do listen to all this different stuff, and so that was the whole point, was just to kind of reach out to them for a while and just, you know, basically, hey, you know, I am a fan over here, you know, watch these reaction videos. If you know, you have like a boyfriend or a friend or something, you want to get into K-pop, but they kind of seem like they are into it, but it's the sort of thing where they kind of don't want to admit to it themselves. It's that thing I told you, you know, now Nickelback's aware of this now too, and they talk about it too, but that's the thing I always kind of refer to as like the Nickelback syndrome, you know, where where it's like people will admit to it, but yet they go to their concerts and they sit here and they have their CDs and stuff, and it's like they've been following them for years, and they won't admit to liking them either. It's like somebody that'll ask me what a song is. They'll start hearing the beginning of the song Nickelback, and they'll be like excited. It sounds really heavy and really good, and they're like getting into it. And then Chad starts singing, and then it's almost like it goes all out the window for them or something like that. It's like, what? Just because now you know it's not. Yeah, now you know it's not like some other band. Now you know it's Nickelback. Now suddenly, so it's like really it's just that like they're a little nitpicky about the way Chad sings, and they don't understand that. It's more just like maybe like not in large doses sort of thing. Like they do like certain songs and stuff, and then maybe that's the hook they can get them into more Nickelback. But if they had known that from the beginning, instead of just saying it's this or that, you know, just exclaiming that it's bad, or you know, like guys do, I'm not going to say what they say, but that's the point. They'll say it's this, you know, like Creed got that for. Man, the number of times I heard that about that, it's like, what's wrong with them? It's just a band. They're just making music. Yeah, like, come on. I have something valid. Yeah, something valid to say. So, that's where I come from with a lot of stuff that I do is just even with politics, it's not valid, not 80 to 90% of the time. And this is a lot of stuff. I've seen it with movies too, where people don't know why they don't like a movie. They just claim they don't like it. Well, really, it's just because a bunch of freaking people claim this on the internet, so they're just joining along. They don't really know. Yeah, this is all the time. A lot of people sort of kind of do this. A lot of folks don't really know where they fit in pop culture. That's the problem. Now everything's so accepted and acceptable, people don't know where they fit anymore. And sort of just like sort of kind of exclaim popular things and then claim popular things and then like just kind of like go along with it. And it's just not true. You know, like basically you usually start with something funny. They'll just say something, it's a meme, everybody goes along with it. Doesn't matter if it's true. Everyone's just like, yes, this is how I feel now. Because it was funny. Doesn't matter if it's true. Now, some of these are good. Some of these are phenomenal. Like, I remember for the longest time, Keanu Reeves is a perfect example of this. For the longest time, people just really gave him guff. Nobody gave him credit for being a good actor. People really picked on him. I remember hearing people being nasty and stuff. Seriously, when I grew up, everyone just gave him such a hard time. And then suddenly, all of a sudden out of nowhere, yeah, he does like John Wick and all this stuff, and everyone realizes how much of a badass he actually is. He doesn't bother anybody. In fact, he's such a good man, and that's the point. Like, I actually had a book. If you guys know the book I'm talking about, it's actually really small, physically small. Well, not that small. It's like maybe like this big. It's like him riding on the Matrix motorcycle in the front. It's sort of like kind of like an autobiography, but not really. It's not him writing it. It's somebody. What do they call that? I forget what they call that. But they had a writer write it, and basically it was about like his past and sort of like the things he went through before being an actor and stuff, his life before that. And I found out long before everyone else did, you know, like basically when the first Matrix movies were coming out, long before like the memes and John Wick and all that stuff. Basically, I was reading through this because all these people at school were picking on his acting because the Matrix movies were classically, everyone hated those. Yeah, the second and third one, people just gutted them. That's why they didn't want to do another movie, because people gutted them. Seriously, for the longest time, people were like, the first movie's the only good one. People are so dumb about it. And now, in comparison to the new one, everyone's like, Revolutions Reloaded was so good. Yeah, now everybody, like, people take way too long to figure things out. They don't know. The problem is they never actually watched it. They fell asleep the 2 or 3 times they watched it. They didn't actually pay attention to the dialogue. They missed some things. This is the truth. I shit you not. And it takes people like literally like 20 years back. So what, like 2006, 2007? All right, it's a little less than that. But still, the point is, that's where like a perfect example of a good meme really shed light on the fact that Keanu Reeves was such a good person, and for so long people were giving him such a hard time and stuff, and suddenly overnight, that's why it's so I love watching that interview with it, because he didn't know. He had no idea. He doesn't really use it. I think now he does, but before he didn't. And I remember the interviewer was like talking to him. She's like, "Do you know that the internet basically has a crush on you? That you're like the internet's boyfriend?" And he sort of kind of like kind of chuckled, I think, and just kind of like, "No, what's this about?" Kind of like that's sort of kind of like he didn't know. And she's like, "Yeah," and she started reading off things, and like you could just tell by the look on his face, like he couldn't believe it. Like I could tell. It was the sort of thing where it was like
it was almost like you could see a guy like basically finally kind of look around and just take a sigh of relief, almost like, oh, I'm safe. Because in the business when you don't have anonymity, everybody, like, they'll pick one thing and you're just, it doesn't matter what it is. They'll just blow it up and they'll blow it out of proportion. And so that's what they're doing with him. Basically, like, essentially, like, just, he used to get guff for doing these stupid, heartthrob movies. That's what people used to call them, like heartthrob, like the Lake House. Essentially I actually liked the Lake House, but a lot of people gave that a hard time, and now are saying, oh, it's good now, it's good now. I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. Obviously, we all know it's a bunch of nonsense, right? I mean, like, shit can't freaking. There's no portal in your mailbox, okay? Like, we get this. It's a movie. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was fun. Okay, but I also liked Hardball, and so like my point is that Keanu I thought was a really good actor right after the Matrix trilogy. I think just a lot of his '90s movies haunted him, where he kind of did need to learn. He had a learning curve a bit. If you want to see a movie where he did not act very well. And I don't think it was his fault. I think it was the director. It was one of his earlier movies. It's called Johnny Mnemonic. Go look it up. It's called Johnny Mnemonic. Terrible acting. It's terrible. You get a D-. He's barely passing. But I do think it's just. I think he tried really hard. I do. And that was what it was. He overacted in some spots. He was really rigid. Really, really rigid. Now he's so relaxed, and that's what it is. But yeah, really, really rigid. He was almost like this. Like I remember seeing a couple of outtakes in the first Matrix movie, but I think they reshot him and stuff, and he started in that first Matrix movie. He really worked with a lot of people and learned a lot, and I think that was what it was. It was like Bill and Ted. In all these movies, he's working with actors that weren't actors. They hadn't done anything yet. So he didn't work with Carrie-Anne Moss, Lawrence Fishburne, Hugo Weaving, of all people. The brilliant Hugo Weaving. Isn't he a sir? I think he is. The brilliant Hugo Weaving. I mean, come on. So, like, this is the point. He finally got to work with class acts. Finally. And that's really what it took. That's the problem. And this haunts a lot of people. They're just surrounded by essentially the decay of whatever field they go into, because they have to start there too. And they sort of kind of get stuck in it sometimes. So, it sometimes takes a long time. It can sometimes, think about some of these actors too that went through something similar. It took people a long time to give them, any real credit to get their due. They had to do this, jump through all kinds of hoops. I don't need to say more. I mean, you guys get where I'm coming from. But that's the point. That's where a good example where the memes can be beneficial to somebody. But these days it's people are way too, like, it's like with one thing and it's just that's it. Like all the people that go on to channels, like, let's say you're playing like BioShock or some game that has like certain content in it that you might like disagree with, like a certain subject matter, and then like these people go onto this channel and like harass this content creator or something like that because they're playing that, like actually do that. like, if you want to go on there and talk about it with like your friend or show other people and get their opinions and talk about it there, that's your space. But like when you go into their chat and you sort of kind of like demand they stop and like things like this, you have to realize now you're doing the thing that you think that they shouldn't do. Basically, like, you're using the same liberty that you want against them. So you have the ability to have the opinion to think they shouldn't be able to play that. You have the ability. You live in the United States of America. You can have the opinion and go in there and say, I don't think you should be able to play this. Blah, 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 blah. But then at the same time, you have to realize while doing that, you're in the wrong because he has every right to block you and say, I'm going to play whatever the hell game I want. Get the heck off my channel. So the point is, accept what you're doing. Accept that's his space. And that's yours. You want to talk about him all you want in your space. Hey, fine. And be a content creator if you want to do that. And then you talk about him. And then he can come on and actually debate you and say something in your space. And be like, hey, well, this is my space now. You know, so that's just the point, guys, is everyone's doing it wrong. Yeah, so, like, the point is, nobody wants to be proven wrong. They want to just stay in opinion and be right and never be wrong about that. But the problem is that, like, if you want to never be wrong, what you should do is take a little time to think about it. Don't just don't just immediately make a decision. Not everybody's gonna be able to do that. You might be one of those people that you just have to take a little bit to think about things. And sometimes certain things need a little bit more time to think about. Yeah, not everything's gonna be like, oh, let me immediately make a decision. Yes, more people with higher IQ and stuff like that will arrive naturally at the correct decision, instinctually, probably the right first time and really quickly. But it doesn't mean they even understand it. It just means that because of their IQ, they did arrive at the right conclusion, but they still want to think about it and know why, if that makes sense to you guys. So you can't also just assume that a smart person is like setting you up or like thinking along these lines, like, oh, he's so smart, and blah, 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 and then you feel a certain way about it. You can't think about it like that. It's not even like that either. Yeah, like, high IQ people, like, it's just something that sort of kind of falls into place. It's sort of like muscle memory. It's sort of like any skill that you have. Being smart is a skill. Do you have any idea how many calculations your brain is capable of? Being smart's a skill. Yeah, it takes being aware of things at any given time and being alert and astute to them, and then being willing to admit, like, when you see new information that overrides your previous information, and go, whoa, let me take a second look and compare these two and see which one has the better output and which one's factual, which one actually gives me the best information and has the best output, best outcome. I'm going to consider that one. That's what's called being smart. So essentially, the more people do these things where, like, they just kind of deny facts and just, like, move on and try to just, like, not simply just, like, literally admit, oh yeah, all right, it's this way. Yeah, like, I mean, that makes sense. It's right there. And that's you dumbing yourself down. You will now do this with something else. You'll get worse with it. So this is why this is the point. Is it's not smart people aren't like sitting here. It's not like a that's the point. It is like a superpower. It's not like something you just, oh, I'm gonna be smart right now. No, it just happens. It's literally like you're thinking about something, and then you're like really, really focused on it. You're feeling good about it, and you just get like 8 to 10 ideas on things you can do with this thing, and they're good. They're solid. and it's just like one thing. But usually it happens. The point is, that's why it happens, because you were positive. You're in the right positive mindset. So the point is, I didn't have to do anything just because I learned from my past mistakes. Was it willing, basically throughout my life, was one of those people that was willing to accept new information that was better than the old. I got smarter and was better at essentially just using my brain to calculate things, because I understood right versus wrong in that scenario. Where you have an obvious better outcome versus this. And so because of that, because of learning that and going through my life and using that, I am now able to just look at something immediately and just know. That's the point. My brain figures it out. It's muscle memory. That's why. And that's also why people train themselves to be like conspiracy theorists and things like that, because that's all they've ever done. Instead of looking at something and then going, here's two things, which one has the better outcome, and is based on factual information that I can back up, what they do is they look for the most out of place thing they can. Yeah, that's all they do. They don't want the fact, they don't want they just look for the most out of place. Oh, that's really strange. I wonder what, and then they just find other things that are unrelated and stuff. It's not smart. It's like the opposite. It's literally just it's actually a creative thing. It actually means you wanna like make cartoons or art or something like that, but instead you're trying to do it with facts. Yeah, you're trying to like manufacture facts and stuff like that. That's what it is. It just means you're smart. You should have been an artist or something like that. That's all it means. And you're just trying to do this with facts. And you can't get over the fact that you're just not an academic. You won't understand politics. You won't understand economics. Yeah, you won't understand those things. You won't understand why the gas prices are so high. Because you literally won't accept the information that somebody is giving you. They'll tell you, well, it's this. And then you'll be like, no, it's not. This news place said it's not. So forever you'll just, it's just as simple as that. It really is. So what you have to realize is this is what people do. This is like everybody. So like you spend time essentially just learning how to be academic about things and equate things, kind of mathematically, which one's better than the other. That's the point. You can just figure things out looking at them. It's that little monocle eye, I gotta eat my pizza. So, yeah. Just, realize this, like I said, it's a vlog channel. We're doing mainly like stuff that is just my life, and we're just streaming it. That's it. And like I said, that's why it seems like it's stuff I want to do. And sometimes I'll ask you guys what we should do, because I like that. I like playing stuff other people want to see. But that's why a lot of times it's stuff I want to do. Because it's a vlog channel. I'm just vlogging my existence, basically. Like I said, it started with martial arts when I owned the school, when I owned the martial arts school. It didn't stop there. I continued on into my music, what music I like. continued on. Like I reacted to things as they came out. I was really excited about stuff. Um, I went to several BTS concerts with my friend that was really into that group. And it was so much fun. I'm really grateful for being able to do that. And just being able to meet people that were also into that. Just really grateful for that experience. You know, and so like that's the point is like I just want to vlog more. And I really regret sort of not being able to capture certain moments. So yeah, I want to I spend a lot of time doing a lot of different things, obviously, and like between martial arts and gaming and stuff like that, I would love to just continue to document that through vlog, and have you guys just enjoy the ride. Basically just we get all these achievements done. We do the challenges that some people are doing online that are difficult. Like I'm starting to do some of those now that I'm getting better at stuff. Yeah, I sort of admitted that like I wasn't very good at video games when I was younger. And I got better more recently just because I've been streaming. So I've just been playing more hours than I ever used to. I was a lot more of a casual gamer, but played like everything under the sun. Just like everything you could think of. Because I always kept up with consoles and, I was always a PC gamer too. So I was always a gamer. So, I mean, even when I was a kid, I had 1 year for Christmas, I got a Game Boy Color, purple Game Boy Color. My Game Gear. Remember my Game Gear? Man, I missed that. That was one of the best portable consoles I had, and I remember it was like, I remember blinding the crap out of me at night in the car, and I liked that because it was like at the time, if you remember how like it was really frustrating that you get a portable console where you could see the screen when it was dark. Remember? And it was like the first one. I was like, whoa, the screen's actually like backlit. It's, you know what I mean? Like it was the first really of its kind to kind of like even show you, hey, this tech is coming. Yeah, this tech is coming. It's coming. That's awesome. Because we didn't really even have, that was long before flat screen TVs, really. I mean, sure, you had the gigantic, obviously everybody had the plasmas, the furniture. We had those for freaking ever. I'm talking about like LCDs and stuff. That was still on before that. That's what an LCD was at the time. Yeah, an LCD, a liquid crystal display, was a watch screen. It was a clock screen. That's where they started. Yeah, that's what it is. LED stands for light emitting diode. And so like just the fact that technology, a light emitting diode and LED, is actually something that's on a circuit board. It has a very specific purpose on a circuit board. And so like just the fact that we went from that to converting like the technology of having a component on a circuit board have a little light on it that lights up to indicate, resistance or electricity or something going through there, just as an indicator on the circuit board, to converting that to screen tech is insane. That's insane. Because like that's what the OLED, that's what all your screens, it's literally just that technology, but better and better and better and better and better. First it was just LED. First it was just the LCD, and they used LEDs to backlight that. But then they finally smoothed out that technology, obviously, with the phones and stuff, and started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It is very hard to do the ammo LED, the screen on your phone, it is extremely difficult to make that big. It is so hard to do. So that got slowed down quite a bit. But in Korea, they're finally buying them and stuff. So it's coming. It's coming. It's just taking a while. I say Korea because like it's a lot of where the technology gets developed because Samsung. You have to figure a lot of these companies are Korean based now. Samsung, LG. That part of the world. That's the point. That's why you got to respect and essentially, you want to be on good terms and stuff. They're insanely good with technology, and I appreciate all of that. That's the point. Is these screens, these organic LED screens, this would essentially eliminate the need, like everything would just be 300 FPS, and it wouldn't be it wouldn't be difficult for the screen to do, or the system. Yeah, it would just work. It would be so vivid. It would be like, imagine your phone screen. Yeah, you know how bright, vivid the colors and the anybody have like a Samsung or LG or like an AMOLED screen? I'm sure a lot of you have like the newer stuff. You have AMOLED or organic or whatever. And so that's the point. Imagine that, but a TV. Yep, that'd be nice to finally get. So you gotta respect it. You gotta appreciate that. I mean, they're the ones developing that stuff. A lot of times it really is them. They got the edge on it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. We have the edge on quite a bit of things too. So don't get me wrong on that. But just saying, you have to, respect, certain facets, obviously. We've come. What's funny is, for a while there, I was concerned about our vehicle industry. But then the funny thing is, it's almost like after the bailouts, a lot of them really, it's almost like they had to, like they really did fix their quality. And so you really got to recognize like how far, like especially Ford as a company has come, or like everything was getting super cheap and bad for a while, and no, not so much. Like that's the point, is like how far those companies have come, where they definitely cleaned up their act and are making a lot better vehicles than they used to. And so that's the sort of thing where I appreciate that. And because like obviously if I can buy if I can go American, like that's preferable for sure. But like if it really is you really do have to compete. You got to give me that competitor edge, because that's the point, is like we all are struggling too. We all are struggling too, and if it's the sort of thing where like it's more affordable to get this brand than another one, and the quality is about the same, or better, well, geez, there really is no comparison. For a while there, it was the sort of thing where I think that was what it was, where it was like the quality wasn't great, and then the American cars were more expensive anyway. It's like, how is that a good thing? And then I think that was the whole point, was that they realized both of those things and adjusted. At least Ford, I know, did. I can't speak for the other ones, but I think I've heard the GMC has gotten a lot better recently. Like they're like top quality as far as I understand, or more recently than they used to be. I've heard that they're a nightmare to work on, but I don't actually know. But the whole point is that they have to be competitively affordable in an economy like this. They have to, or somebody's just going to buy the foreign car. That's why everybody has a Kia. Yeah, they're competitive still. Then they're such nice cars. They're such nice cars. It's why everybody has a Tesla, actually. Now, the funny thing is, Teslas are freaking expensive. They are freaking expensive. But nobody, like, this is why people are triggered. You have all these people that are, like, resistant to these new technologies or something like that. I don't understand it, but that's the point. They don't understand it. So they get triggered by an electric car or something like that. And you see the videos of people like destroying somebody's car just because they're driving a Tesla. And it's like, what the heck? Are you kidding me? So this is the point, is people are this sissy about stuff. I consider that sissy. If you actually go out of your way to like vandalize somebody's vehicle because you disagree with them having that, you're a sissy. Yeah, you emotionally can't handle seeing that somebody has a car that you obviously want. Yeah, like that's the point. Like maybe your group of friends feels a certain way about it, and really it's that you like it, but you can't admit that, so you just... Yeah, that's what it is. People just don't know their own emotions, and they just like do that or something like that. You know, it's like you got some problems, man. Like you don't vandalize somebody's car because they have a Tesla. It's pretty messed up. Yeah, Teslas are awesome. That's the point. Like it's one heck of a well-made vehicle, and it's quite literally the fastest thing on the road, pretty much. I shouldn't say quite literally, because I don't think it is anymore. It was when it first came out. I don't think it is anymore. But yeah, like, it's insanely impressive the torque those things have. And I think this is triggering to people that like the gas guzzling noisemakers too. You know, like just the loud people that don't know how to shut up. And it's like... Just let them have their electric cars. Like, what the... So then go buy a Mustang yourself and rev the engine and laugh when they pull off and they're in their quiet little... Just do that. Yeah, just do that. Like, you can laugh at... Like why don't you just, like, find a different way? So, you know what I mean? Like, just... Yeah, get your muscle car... Go ahead and pull up beside, rev your engine, feel good about the... You know, you just really get that engine rev and feel good about it. And then you see them, they can't rev their engine because they got an electric car, and then you laugh as you take off. And maybe they pass you, but you can still laugh because they can't go... I mean, like, that's how childish it is. That's the point. It's exactly like I made reference to this recently too. Anybody that watches South Park, go watch the Harley episode. So funny. It's so funny. Hey Mayor, that's not very nice. God, it's so funny. It's exactly like I love South Park. They really put the entire country and almost anything you can think of into perspective that is like, here it is for what it is. Accept it. We're smarter than you. move on. And they are too. These guys are geniuses. They are. They're so funny. But like that's the point. Like they see things for what they are too, and they just put it in. Just put it into an episode for you every every so often. And how many seasons are they up to now? Just absurd. And just go watch the Harley episode. That's the point. Yeah. Hey. Nobody's paying attention to us. Yeah. Everybody's looking at us now. Yeah. Yeah, they think we're pretty cool. It's so funny. Have you ever had the asshole pull up beside you on a bike, rev his engine all of a sudden just to scare the shit out of you? That's a piece of shit that does that. Yeah, how does he know I don't have like a pacemaker or something? Anybody could have a pacemaker. You could really screw somebody up by doing that. How does he know I don't have tinnitus? Tinnitus, however you want to say it. I say tinnitus and I go to the doctor, they're like, tinnitus! Yeah, you're an asshole if you do that. That's it. I don't care. Like, you want to rev down the road, that's fine. You want to rev when nobody's around, that's fine. You want to rev in an area where there's no houses, that's fine. You sit there at a light and you go, you're a jackass. That's all there is to it. I mean, if you're like, there's a few bikes there, it's loud, everybody's aware of it, all right. I mean, there's not much you can do about that. They're already there. Yeah, you got like 5 bikes there, everybody heard them coming. I mean, like, there's a little bit of a difference between, like, be reasonable. A bunch of people driving down the road on their bikes, they all get up to the thing, they're gonna rev a little bit, you probably heard them coming because there's like 5 of them. I'm reasonable about that. You're gonna hear it anyway. But I really do want to reiterate, 5 bikes revving their engines is much louder than 1. So you're now 5 jackasses versus 1. Okay? So I'm just saying, like, you know, be reasonable. You see a bunch of people, don't get too mad unless you actually see them being jackasses. But like, yeah, one guy, and he's just sitting there. Yeah, because that's the point. Like, they're buddies. They pull up. They might rev a couple times. That's whatever. One guy sitting there, doing it. He wants attention. Look at me. You have something that you're overcompensating for, I'm sure, because there's no place there. So, and then if you're in like, my point is, like, know how loud that is. Bikes are way louder than cars. I mean, just generally speaking. Now, I mean, some cars, granted, some cars, illegally, are probably too loud. But generally speaking, yeah, there are laws about decibel levels. And unfortunately, motorcycles break them. Yeah, and a lot of times get away with that. But there are supposed to be huge dampeners on those bikes. And so sometimes they can be pretty it's sharp. It's a sharp sound when you hear it up close. And some people that would have a pacemaker, and you do that or something like that, you know, can really jolt them, and would set it off balance, set it off rhythm for sure. You know, I mean, like you never know. You know, like that's the point. Is like yeah, somebody has a pacemaker that needs to be able to keep the pace. That's the point. I mean, you rev you like literally, you just suddenly startle this person with a pacemaker just sitting in their car. Like, that's the point. Like, you never know who's sitting in the cars around you. You're just at a light. Yeah, like, that's messed up. So like, just realize that, like, sharp noises like that, like just sudden, like, really loud ones and stuff like that. It's, like, even in that situation, it's just not okay. And it's sort of like a look at me thing. It's like an asshole thing, and so just don't do it. But, like, I mean, I get it. You know, like, and I mean, that's what stop signs are for. That's what back roads are for. You don't need, like, why are you doing that? You don't, in my opinion, you don't respect the bike enough. What you're doing, like, you look at me and stuff like, no, you're not respecting the bike enough. Respect the fact that you're not enclosed in something. That bike will kill you, like, in an instant. You know, if you make one little mistake. So respect that. Stop the look at me and the irresponsible. No, have a little bit more discipline and respect for what you're riding on. That's sort of kind of how I am with, like, the people behind me too, that, like, kind of seem like they're trying to pressure me to drive faster and stuff like that when I'm going speed limit. It's like, no, I have a little bit more respect for, you know, like, other people on the road. Just calm down a little bit, you know. That's how I look at that. Yeah, people just don't seem to anymore kind of have like this sort of respect for danger the way they used to, if that makes sense. I don't get it. I guess they see, like, the video, like, everybody watches the internet these days, so they can just see everything. I don't know. I don't think that has any, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I think it's just more people, so there's more of those things. I think that's all it is. It's actually cold. It's actually, like, getting cold now that I was talking, so I'm gonna heat it up a little bit. One sec. Feed the cat. Thank you guys for sticking around. Appreciate you. Yeah, again, it's just a vlog channel. You're just vlogging Sifu. That's what it is. Sifu is teacher. That's what it is. And it is like that title that they give to, like, the main guy at the school. So, like, the title for Black Sash is Li Shi. There's Si Dai, Si Hing, Si Sok, and Li Shi. And these are the titles as you go up to the ranks. And then Li Shi is Black Sash, and then Sifu is like that's like the extra one. That means you're like the guy. So it's like reserved. Ip Man, if you remember Ip Man, like Donnie in that movie, he was a Sifu. I remember. I think later on he may have got like later in his life they officially did give him that dragon title. I think, but at the time all that happened, I think he was a Sifu. Everybody was like calling him Sifu. If you remember, like sometimes they were like running like Sifu, Sifu. So. He had the title Sifu, I think, the longest. But yeah, cool movie. Based on true story, based on true events. Yeah, loosely based on a true story, based on true events. A lot of it was definitely changed up for purposes of the movie, but still happened the way it did for the most part. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out. I'm gonna get my energy drink is done. I'm gonna get a soda. What's that? I'm sorry, guys. My cat was like, "Hold me right now." It was adorable. She's like, "Hold me." So I could not, of course, not do that. Yeah, she was like, "Hold me, hold me." So of course I had to oblige. I must oblige. Man, you guys are really hanging out for a while, huh? This is the one. There's another one. You guys are all hanging out for a while, huh? Hanging out for a while. Mm-hmm. 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 That's too much. That's way too much content for you guys. That's way too much content for you guys. That's. I had to say it. I had to say it. Shit. I think I've pulled the carpet up. That's right, Breezy. It's all we're making here. Just puts my foot behind my head while standing. Carpet. Yup. Yup. Yeah. Freaking carpet man. Ah! 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 What's up? Oh. Remember that? Duck face. do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. It was a rainy Tuesday. It was a rainy Tuesday. Even though it's not Tuesday. It was a rainy Tuesday. And it was dark. I was alone. Cold. One last smoke in my pocket. The rain wouldn't let up. Couldn't find my keys. And then it occurred to me. I was robbed! On that lone, cold, rainy night. Took one look across the table at her and said, Dame, you ain't nothing but trouble. You know what she said to me? She said, you know what, sugar? You might just be right. And then she slipped me a note. Slid it across the table. Do you know what that note said? I opened it up. No sooner did I look down at that note and look back up, Dame was gone. I didn't even have time to read the note. My eyes glanced down at the note, and the note read, She doesn't love.